The following video may not be suitable for children 13 and under. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, Enewtabie here with a Transformers unboxing and review. Today we're going to take a look at Jada Toys Nano Metalfigs Series 1, which I hope that's a good sign that we'll get more of these guys. They're die-cast, basically small little statues, but I think they'll work good with some different things you might want to try out. I don't have an arc handy, but that's kind of what I'm going for with mine. All the G1 bots, it looks pretty cool. Looks like they're painted very nicely and some nice cool little features on them. Before we get started real quick with the review on this, if you will subscribe to this channel, hit that thumbs up, hit the like, the share, the care, all that great stuff. Do that for me, help the channel grow. Let's get this channel making at least $2 to $10 this year, if you can. All right, and before we do that, check out the other Rejecticons. It's Kato's Collection Reviews, Sardo Noon Spy 82, and Larkin's Lair. I had to think about that for a second. Why was it not going to say Larkin? I don't know. Anyway, check out those guys, great content. Let's get started with the review. So it comes in two different configurations. I've seen it sideways and I've seen it long ways like this. It's only like 11 bucks. Honest review right here, just straight, you know, $11. Just pick it up. I mean, that'd be kind of hard not to want to get. And they look very nice. We're gonna get them out of the box and show some of them. But here's the packaging, Series 1. So that, like I said, hopefully that's a good sign that we'll get other bots down the road. Side here, we've got 18-pack figure collector set. On the back, we've got all the different names. So we've got, you know, Shockwave, Starscream, all the good ones. And then we've got these little cutouts, which I'm not going to use because they're really too small. They'll work good with the figures, but if you want to do something different, I don't really want to cut these out. So that's pretty much it. Got Transformers on the top. Like I said, you can get this in two different configurations of packaging. I don't know what the deal is with that. Why one of them is like sideways and one's long. But I picked this up at Walmart. I think it was like $11.97 for the pack. So I mean, that price, it's super cheap. And these are heavy. This is pretty good weight to them. All right, let's get them out of the box and take a look. All right, let's go through and do the Decepticons because they're the least in number. So we've got Megatron here, silver paint. Like I said, they're all die-cast, made in China, Jada Toys. Painted very nicely, very nice details, red here. Look at this. Got this fusion cannon, it's painted well on the back. Here is, just give you some sort of sense of scale. Here is Bumblebee in the car version from Jada Toys. So that doesn't look bad. We may compare Bumblebee to Bumblebee on that one. But there he is. Looks pretty good. Then we've got Shockwave. All purple, nice silver. They did kind of, you know, the legs here are purple on the back, silver on the front. So it kind of went a little lackluster on that, but details are nice. And they have the little platform here so you can stand them up very nicely. Got Soundwave. Looks good. I think these are going to work well. Let's see if I got anything, you know, give you another size comparison. Here's a deluxe class figure from Hasbro, so you can see how small they are. Not bad. So we got Soundwave, and then we've got the Seeker. So we got Starscream here, hands on the hips. This one is a little wonky with the null rays are not quite extended. They're all kind of like that. We got Thundercracker here, same thing. But the one cool thing about this set is we do get a Skywarp, and he's just kind of like lifting off. This doesn't look too bad. I think this is actually maybe painted a little bit better than the other ones. However, one thing is Skywarp doesn't have null rays on his arm, so it's kind of different. It's almost like they've got them right there done, but they don't really look like those do. So there's the back of them. So there's the Decepticons. It's only 6 out of the 18. which is kind of unfortunate. You could have got some more, but I see what they're doing. Let's start with Bumblebee here on the Autobots. And here's the car from them. So I think that looks pretty good together. We could do something with that. Autobot symbol's pretty nice. Got a little pose here going on. I mean, you know, for 11 bucks, I really don't see how you can go wrong with this. We got Prowl. Does, you know, could have done maybe a little bit on the paint on the legs to make it stand out. And here's the back of him. Like that. Got Jazz. Same thing. Jazz's weapon's white. Blends in with his leg. Not kind of like they started painting a lot of detail here, and then it's like, oh well, the legs were good. Didn't paint the wheels in. Everything's just all white. But let's go to Sideswipe. To me, Sideswipe is too dark. I will say that. I like the paint. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong there. But I feel like his paint is just too burgundy metallic, and it should be just a red. So like that. Then we've got, let's go to Ironhide. Ironhide isn't too bad. It's in, you can see the difference in shade. I like the blue there, the gray and all that. That looks pretty good. Here's the back of him. Not too bad. I like this red for him. Like I said, Sideswipe is just a tad too burgundy. Ultra Magnus. This looks pretty good. I kind of like this one. I'm not a fan of Ultra Magnus at all. I really don't like the character and don't like the figure, but this is one of the better ones out of the set. You've got Cliff Jumper. Same thing. Cliff Jumper is a little too burgundy metallic. And I guess the paints they're using, maybe this is what they had, but yeah. We're getting in the short road now here. We've got Wheeljack, and it doesn't look too bad. Like I said, they did very good on the upper regions. His shoulder-mounted cannon thing, it's not painted. And the wings are just all white, but it's kind of like the top half are painted good, and the bottom half are just all one shade. We got RC. RC looks very nice. Look at this. This is pretty good. Painted well. Looks a whole lot different than the other ones, you know, in design-wise. And you couldn't have Sideswipe without having his brother, so we got Sunstreaker. Here, I know Kato will appreciate this guy. Biggest miss of this whole set, no Mirage. So hopefully we'll get Mirage later. Please make a Mirage. I'm happy about Skywalk, but we didn't get a Mirage. What's up with that? All right, and then everybody's favorite, we've got Hot Rod doing the Matrix thing. With no matrix, but this is painted well. The two different multiple color choices, the flames, the wings. They did a good job with this one. This one really stands out. And then the final, last but not least, and same thing with the paint. It went with these metallics. We've got a Prime here. Here's Prime's alt mode. See, I think you could do something with that on a shelf. Holding his cannon, ion blaster. Got the Autobot symbols in white. Looks good overall. Nice little set. Like I said, definitely pick it up. You can't go wrong with it for what it costs and the price and everything. Nice little addition to your collection. Thanks for watching this review of the Jada Toys Transformers Diecast Nano Metalfigs set. That's a mouthful, but pretty cool. You can find them very easily at Walmart. Anywhere from probably 11 to 15 bucks. I don't see why you definitely should be on your list of pickups unless you just don't care about G1 at all. So. All right, thanks for watching the review. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like, share, care, all the good stuff to this video will help me out. And check out the other Rejecticons, Larkin's Lair, Kato's Collections Reviews, Kato's Collection Reviews, and Starter News by too. Thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it.